Wait, that's it?
There's a letter attached to it. Let's see what it says.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we're supposed to touch it. We should probably leave this one to the seer.
I'm sure it's fine as long as it's covered up. Very well. Feel free to do the honors.
Well, what does it say?
Instructions from Milas. Thank you for following my directions. It's good to know we'll be able to work with each other on this grand endeavor. Hidden inside this package here is the blade we talked about earlier, otherwise known as the Blade of Exodus. I'm not sure why it's been given such a name, but it was the Triumvirate's choice. As soon as you take it, please ensure that it never leaves your sight. A guide, Zamira, will be waiting for you on Main Street. He'll guide you to Peregrino, where you'll meet up with Pro, a trusted ally and longtime rebel. From there, Pro will guide you to Mazeo. Pro might seem a bit incompetent at first, but he's simply been following my orders. Having him come here and get you, as Damek originally planned, was much too risky. Instead, I told him to pass time in the tavern until you bring the blade to him. I had Zamira meet him in the dead of night in Valinorth's outskirts to retrieve the blade and bring it to where you are now. This way, no villagers were aware, and there was no chance of complications arising. I'm sure Damek will understand this delay. One final thing. I authorize you with access to Solberg, now that you know its secret. Feel free to stop there on your journey.
The Blade of Exodus. That's a bit of a weird name, isn't it? Do you think that's the person who made it?
Or maybe it's a title for whoever wields it. You know, something like Seer or Cirrus. What about it? Should we call you Exodus?
Yeah, especially if the Triumvirate wants it back. Walking around as Exodus would put a huge target on us. That's not something we can afford if we want to blend in.
All right. Forget I suggested it. Let's get out of here before we waste too much time. We're supposed to meet someone named Zamira, right?
I know them. They typically guard the town gate. No better person to carry out a secret mission in the night.
Yeah. None of us have ever left Valinorth before. I'm sure it'll be great. We can even check out Solberg. Grab the blade, Seer. The villagers would never question you. You mean this was all just a trap? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up.
To think all of that was stored in this. After we tell the people, everything will change.
We will aid you in this fight, but you are no longer a rebellion. Today, you become something much more.
Grace! Think about what you are doing. Without us, there is no freedom.
Don't worry, nothing personal. Just playing with the hand I've been dealt.
What happened?
Wait, how is that possible? The spirits are the ones who give visions. Could it have something to do with your energy?
Valessa, it doesn't matter. For now, we just need to make sure he's safe.
Oh, right, sorry. Will you be okay? Can you move? Good. I'm glad to hear. Miles left a change of clothes for you. It was tucked underneath the blade, see? Maybe Miles knew that touching it was risky. If you wear this outfit, you can sheath the blade. It might be best to conceal it and minimize contact.
Wait, then why didn't he tell us that? Seems like a stupid thing to leave out.
I guess you have a point. Oh, well, I'm glad that things are fine. You should go get changed, Seer.
Whoa! That looks really good on you. A lot more fitting than that fancy suit.
That's everything we need then? I mean, aside from the blade?
Look, whatever happens, we're here for you. I doubt it'll be as bad as last time. And you're fine. Well, that looked fine to me. You didn't end up on the floor, at least. Now, that's what I like to hear. Good to know it was just a first-time thing. Hopefully Damek can give us more information.
I'm curious to learn more about it. Like, where it came from and who made it. Hopefully we figure that out along the way. So, should we get going? Or is there anything else we need to do?
We're supposed to meet Zamira on Main Street, but we should save that until we're ready to leave. One last look around Valinorth couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Wouldn't want to leave anything behind.
it's so beautiful inside the Grand Tree. Too bad they rarely let the scribe in training come here. I wish I had more time to spend in Valinorth.
Actually, that's not a scribe in training rule. It was more like a Fortum rule. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not exactly a quiet person. This is a sacred place, and silence is essential.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have been quiet, I promise. Just like when I go to the library.
Hey, I don't make up the rules. But honestly, I wish I would have fought it. I didn't realize our time here would be so limited. I thought we'd be here until we were old and gray. But to think that Valinorth would just be a small face? You're not the only one who has regrets, Fortum.
At least you were allowed inside. I was kept out because of my big mouth. Well, I guess I'm the only one to blame. I'll try to watch my mouth from now on.
I give you 10 minutes, tops.
Hey! Wow, it's so beautiful inside the Grand Tree. Too bad they rarely let the
Come on, Shane, there's gotta be something. You were supposed to break out of here ages ago. This mission is a bust. Damek must be worried sick. Come on, you need to do this. Nobody else has come through here and lived. You're gonna be the first, Shane. I know it.
Looks like you're taking this worse than I thought. I need to talk with you, Shane, so come close.
And what makes you think I'll listen?
We haven't yet broken out the torture. But trust me, you're walking a fine line.
Whatever, just make it quick. I hate the sound of your voice. That, and I was enjoying my time alone.
You really don't care whether you live or die. Good. I like that in a potential soldier of mine.
Wait, what?
Name your weapon proficiencies.
You're the one who caught me, Sovey. You should know full well what weapons I use.
I said proficiencies. Remember how easily I took you down?
Fine. I'm good with a bow. I can play with daggers too, but not as well. Just give me some arrows and point to a target.
Good. I'll have no problem finding you a bow. We're leaving on a mission, so follow me. You'll be seeing your allies sooner than you thought. Wait, are you smiling? Shane, I don't think you know what's happening. Taking you with me? This is your punishment.
Huh?
Yes. I'll line up a few of your allies. Then you'll show me how well you handle a bow. If you don't obey, I'll make you suffer. And if you do obey, well, your friends will think you've defected. They'll give up all hope of rescuing you. Then I can keep you here as long as I like. I know you may not fear death, Shane, which is why I'll give you something far worse. Now, come with me. There's much to discuss. And remember what will happen if you disobey. It's time to realize that you belong to me.
I guess that settles it. The deed is yours. You have lots of work to do, Damek. What comes first?
Lots of dusting, I presume. Though there's something odd about these tunnels. The honor guard has no need to eat, sleep, or socialize. Being empty suits of armor, they need none of that. But go any deeper and you'll see an entire hideout. Bedrooms, training rooms, a library, and more.
Maybe that's why they never found what we were after. They were too busy building some sort of utopia.
It'll be easy to fortify against attacks. They've practically done it for us already. I just wish I knew why. It's so peculiar.
I have a theory of my own, actually.
And what is that?
You know how those things are created, yes? The Grand Inquisitor and that life-stealing sword. Well, he was at my side when we occupied Mazeo.
I see.
The members of the Honor Guard that wander these tunnels. I think they're the spirits of those we killed, Damek. Perhaps they just want to continue living. It's heartbreaking.
That's an understatement. But it explains the beds and living quarters. And if they retain some memory, they'd hate the Triumvirate.
Yeah, which is why they never completed their job. Or at the very least, intentionally threw their progress.
A theory with merit, I'll give you that much. But now we found what you're after, what happens? I think you should tell me what you really want with it.
You can think all you want, but it won't happen. Just know that I'm looking to make up for something. I can never undo the occupation, but I have an idea.
Very well, whenever you're ready. As long as I have the deed, I'm satisfied. When the seer arrives, however, I'd love to hear more.
We can sail to Mazeo in under a day. There's a ship waiting for us at the Balteus docks. As soon as Halen arrives, we'll be free to go.
Odd choice of words. I highly doubt I'll be free to go. Though I'm a little excited that Halen is coming along. He was much better than you, more threatening as well.
Shane, this isn't about being threatening. It's about who can put their foot down when they need to. Halen is all talk. Lots of promises, but no follow-through.
Right, of course. Thanks for the heads up. I'll remember that next time he tries interrogating me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you didn't like him.
I doubt he's long for this world. A Grand Inquisitor needs to be more than talk. That, and I work much better when I'm alone.
Working alone, huh? I don't think that's a very good idea. What if you get into a bind? Who'd help you then?
I don't get into binds, Shane. I'm more in the habit of putting them on others.
Yeah, we'll see how far that gets ya. So, what's the plan anyway? Attacking Valinorth? You want the blade back, Halen made it pretty clear.
Now, why would I tell you that? Don't assume camaraderie between us.
Fine, just trying to get involved.
So you can write to your rebel friends, no doubt. Don't try anything, Shane. I'm watching you. Besides, Valinorth is an insignificant part of our plan. When we're finished, Alestia will be forever changed.
Only when they lose do they accuse me of cheating. Where I come from, it's called a sore loser, Aaron.
It's only being sore if you're not cheating. Pro, are you swindling people in my tavern again?
Now, that's such a terrible way of putting it. Nothing wrong with using sleight of hand to win. I like to think that they're paying me for my awesome tricks.
And taking it out on me and my tavern. Yeah, I can see why you think that's so much fun. You're not the one who has to clean up after the brawls.
Trust me, I'd kill for a brawl right now. And remember, this isn't your tavern.
Sure it is. Has my name on the deed and everything.
Oh yeah? Say that to Damek's face. He's only keeping you open as an intermediary. We need a neutral place between Mazeo and Valinorth.
Trust me, Pro. I'd manage just fine on my own. Most people come here for the drinks and the fun. Damek's support is a bonus, not really a necessity. Besides, how is your investigation going? Weren't you looking into the seer or something? Hard to do that when you play cards all day.
You think I'm playing, but I'm secretly listening. Your patrons have given me a great deal of information.
So you're stealing that from them too? Are you ever gonna give anything back around here?
Yeah, I'm this close to making my move. There's this really cool sword being held in Valinorth. I'm supposed to retrieve it along with the seer. Of course, that was almost a week ago. Damek is pretty impatient, so I better hurry. If I take any longer, he might send someone else.
That's the smartest thing you've said. Not today or this week, just in general. It's not like that blade will come to you. Here, try this new ale that just came in. But after that, you really need to get to work. I'm afraid you're scaring away some of my business.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. At least let me write my boss first. There's a bunch of stuff he has to know.
You mean Damek? He's my boss too, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'll grab a paper, and you break out that ale. It better be as good as you're making it sound.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? It's not too late to ask for some escorts.
Yes, Damek, stop asking. I'll be fine. And I'm well aware of the dangers. Bringing more people would just put them in harm's way.
Well, forgive me for caring. I just wanted to make sure you're comfortable. If the attack is imminent, you'll have to rush.
I expect it'll take me under a day. I'll arrive in the dead of night or maybe early morning. Seeking out the seer will be the first thing I do.
Fantastic, then things will go perfectly. Make sure to give the rest of the town a heads up. You can all evacuate together. You'll blend right in. But remember, you need to stop by Milas and grab the blade. Otherwise, the Triumvirate will seize it when they attack. If I'm honest, I don't think we stand a chance without it.
I can't believe they're attacking Valinorth. The occupation of Mazeo is still so fresh. Thankfully, they haven't found us yet.
Right under their noses, just as we should be. I'm going to meet with the mayor after this, actually. I'll see about fully claiming those underground tunnels. Whatever they were digging for, they've stopped. I think it would make a fine base of operations. Getting the deed shouldn't be too difficult.
Wait, you mean we'll have a new home? No more sleeping on the hard tavern floor?
Never again. It's time we get established. I have some large shoes to fill as the general. The first step is finding us a fitting home.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. But one last thing before I go. Is it true what I've heard about Milas?
Absolutely, so please be kind to him. He'll be a valuable ally in the coming days. Best of luck on your vacation, Ulrich.
Trust me, I wish that's what it was. But I'll try retrieving the seer and the blade as soon as possible. Good luck with the mayor. I think you'll need it. But coming back to a home with an actual battle plan? It's starting to feel like our cause has some real weight to it. I feel bad for doubting you, Damek. You're doing a great job.
Sovey, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Halen has finished his interrogation, Masters. I thought it would be wise to relay the results. Unless you were plotting behind our backs.
We would never do such a thing. Information is granted to you as we see fit. If you are left in the dark, it is not permanent. But please, tell us what Halen discovered. We have a feeling our theories are similar.
Yes, of course. The Exodus Wielder is located in Valinorth. I am ready to launch our attack at a moment's notice.
Good. Then it is time you hear the rest. Valinorth is just a small part of our larger plan. We see no more reason to withhold this information.
That much was obvious, Masters. Why did you keep it from me for so long? Halen and I are more than loyal enough.
Sovey, this is not a matter of loyalty. We are sure you'll understand when you hear. It would not be wise to doubt our word.
Yes. My apologies. Nobody likes being left in the dark. I will ensure my words sound less doubtful. If there is a greater plan at play, I am honored. I find no greater pleasure than serving your cause. So please, tell me what you wish, and it will happen.
We've led you to believe that Valinorth is our goal. However, it is just the beginning of a much larger plan. Today, you will learn the true nature of the spirit realm.
So, this might be the last time we see the town square. Is there anything we should do before we go?
I guess one last drink would be nice. The water from Valinorth is always so pure. Want to share some with me, Valessa?
Sure. We can use the cups I left here earlier. I was just finishing my water run when we all met up.
So, what should we toast to?
Toast?
Yeah, this is a big day, right? We should probably drink to something, especially if it's the last time we might be here.
Oh, let's see. What about new beginnings? Or something like being with friends?
What about new beginnings with friends? I think that's rather fitting for us.
Sounds good to me. To new beginnings with friends. May our bonds never break. Hey.
Hey. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. I know I acted all cool, but I'm not really sure. I'm used to a simple life. Now that's all gone. As far as I know, Valinorth is the last spiritual nation. If we lose our connection, what's going to happen? Will Alestia just be completely devoid of spirits? And not only that, but the Triumvirate being evil? As far as I know, they've always been benevolent. I know what we lost in Mazeo, but I've moved on. Anyway, I can process all of that later. I'm more worried about what's going to happen to us. Not Valinorth or Alestia. Just you, me, and Valessa.
Such a truth. And to think I never knew. This will change everything about my approach.
Master, you seem unwell. We leave tomorrow. You should get some rest. I know I'm not the one to give orders, but please.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It seems there is more to this attack than we knew. The Triumvirate just finished explaining our true objective.
Our true objective? Sovey, what is the meaning of this?
I don't think I'm able to tell you, Halen. They trusted me alone with this information. Perhaps you can visit them on your own time.
Typical. teasing me with information and pulling rank. I want to prove myself, Sovey. I want to be at your side.
Trust me, that would be wonderful. But this is different. It changes everything. It would be better to hear it directly from them.
All right, all right. I have to say, you seem quite distressed. I'll go talk to them, but take my advice and rest.
I'm afraid there's no time for that, Halen. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He's coming too.
Shane is coming with us? Sovey, that doesn't make any sense.
It seems a run-in with the rebels is likely. To that end, I've come up with a fitting punishment. When you're done with our masters, meet me back here.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to take action at a moment's notice. And now, something tells me we will be. Come on, Grizz, this must be possible. Even their honor guard barely monitors the place. When they do, they're oblivious to our existence. If we don't push them, they won't push back. Although, one final push might be required. Either way, we need that deed as a rightful claim.
Damek, for the last time, it's not so simple. If the Triumvirate knew I was helping you, they'd kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if they damaged Mazeo as well.
Oh, come on, it's not that risky. We'll operate silently. They'll never know.
Everything has a paper trail, Damek. They keep track of every step I take. At the end of the day, I'm still their general. I understand that you want those tunnels, but it would be too risky. They'd find us out. I'm not gambling with my life, understand?
With them, it's a gamble, I'll give you that. But with me, I'll have you know it's a certainty. I don't think you know how much we need those tunnels.
Damek, is that a threat?
Of course not. We're too close for that. Close enough that you won't have to find out. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal.
Mazeo is rubbed off on you. I'd expect such tactics from pirates, not you. I have to say, you'd need something big to woo me.
They dig for 20 years and find nothing. I use my forces and we find it in days. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is it.
Damek, I don't believe this. This is what I've been looking for. You must tell me where it is.
A deed might sweeten the deal for me. Besides, you can report this finding to the Triumvirate. They'll be so ecstatic they won't notice anything else.
It is a big deal, and it might sate them. But they'd likely send forces here immediately. You want me to put a target on your new HQ?
Actually, their forces will be preoccupied. I have word that they're undertaking another mission. We'll have plenty of time to occupy and fortify.
I can't believe you found it, Damek. If you want the deed, you must give me exclusive access. Nobody else can touch it. I have my plans, and that's final.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, but you might have to wait a bit longer. Tapping into it requires some special means. But I promise you won't be waiting much longer. So please, if you would hand over the deed, and once they arrive, it's all yours.
Hey, Fortem. Remember those apples you used to love?
Yeah, how could I forget? You can't get them anymore, though. The Triumvirate put a trading ban on Mazeo.
Remember that time I tricked you? I painted a bunch of rocks red and put them in a basket. I told you the trading ban was lifted. You were ecstatic.
Yeah, and that was really mean. My parents used to give them to me before, you know. That made me cry more than you'd think.
Yeah, and I just wanted to apologize. This whole ordeal has me thinking about the past. I wish I spent my time in Valinorth a bit better.
Oh, Well, I accept your apology. Better late than never, right?
Yeah, of course. Once we get to Museo, I'll buy you some for real. An apology is lame. I'm gonna make up for what I did.
So, Valessa, do you see him anywhere? I don't know what he looks like, so this is on you.
Yeah, sorry, I'll point him out. I'm just not used to the villagers staring like this. A blade really makes us stand out, doesn't it?
Or maybe they're just admiring our good looks. Come on, Valessa, don't be so uptight. Nobody knows what this blade can do. Let him stare.
Wait, I see him. Hey, Zamira, how's your watch going?
Hey, Valessa. Long time no see. Can't complain. Things are pretty much the same. This is the most excitement I've had in years. Whoa. That thing looks pretty cool. I've heard a few stories, but didn't get to see it. You'll have to tell me more as we head to Peregrino.
Wait, hold on. I have a few questions to ask.
Oh, sure. Let's walk and talk. If I'm not mistaken, we're on a schedule.
So, you know what's coming, right? I just need to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. But Milas has a plan to keep everyone safe, and at the very least, we have a few days to prepare.
I'm confused, though. He knew about this attack, and from what he said, he's known for a while. Why give up Valinorth? Why not fortify and prepare?
Actually, I heard something about that. Damek, the leader of the rebels, had a vision. Apparently, that blade is more than just a weapon.
Wait, other people can use it then?
No one else has tried, to be honest. But in his vision, he saw the triumvirate fall. The cost was clear. Valinorth fell as well.
Who says they both need to happen? We could take them down without abandoning Valinorth. Isn't it a little short-sighted to do something like that?
We don't really know for sure, Valessa, but it sure makes sense to replicate what he saw. That way, the rebellion's victory is guaranteed. Besides, Milas will evacuate everyone that's willing. Valinorth can be resettled in the future. I know it. I just worry about those who don't buy into the story.
What do you mean?
Well, some people will be stubborn. We can't force them to leave. We just encourage it. Those that stay behind, well, there's nothing we can do.
That's true. And it lines up with the vision. The seer mentioned that lots of villagers perished. Isn't there something we can do to help them cooperate?
We should focus on ourselves, Valessa. There's no point wasting time on something we can't change. Let's get away from these prying ears. I have some more news.